Hello everyone, this is Padma. Today I am going to explain about checking for parallel lines from the chapter Lines and Angles from class 7th. So, checking for parallel lines. So, we know that if two lines are parallel, then you know that a transversal gives rise to pairs of equal corresponding angles, equal alternate interior angles, and interior angles on the same side of the transversal being supplementary. It means we know that if two lines are parallel, means if two lines are in same plane or in parallel, then you know that transversal, that the line cuts the two parallel lines gives rise to pairs of equal corresponding angles. It means it form corresponding angles that are equal and equal alternate interior angles and interior angles on the same side of transversal being supplementary. For example, a draftsman uses a carpenter's square and a straight edge to draw these segments. For example, if anyone want to build a house or anything, they will use some segment like square shapes and straight edge rulers like that. So then they will know that is parallel. How can they know that it is parallel? He claims they are parallel. How? Are you able to see that he has kept the corresponding angles to be equal? We can't say. So they are experts, no? So that's why they can know they are in parallel, means they can identify with based on some angles. So when two lines are given, is there any method to check if they are parallel or not? So if you want to find two lines are parallel or not, so is there a method to check that? You need this skill in many life oriented situations. Like this way you have to know this in many life oriented situations. Like thus, when a transversal cuts two lines such that pairs of corresponding angles are equal, then the lines have to be parallel. And so for example, look at the letter Z here. It form a letter Z. It means there are two parallel lines and a transversal is cutting the two parallel lines. The horizontal segments here are parallel because the alternate angles are equal. It's because these are parallel because the alternate angles are equal. If the alternate angles are equal, then we can say these are parallel lines. And when a transversal cut two lines such that pairs of alternate interior angles are equal, the lines have to be parallel. It means here in this diagram, when transversal cut two lines, means there are two lines are in same plane and one transversal is cutting those two lines and such that pairs of alternate interior angles are equal. So pairs of alternate interior angles are equal, then the lines have to be parallel. And next, so let's see in the diagram. So first we have to draw a line L and draw a line M, and the M has to be perpendicular to line M, and after that we have to draw again the line P such that then P is also perpendicular to M, and then thus P is perpendicular to L. It means M is perpendicular to both P and L. If you find P parallel L, how? This is because you draw P such that angle 1 plus angle 2 equal to 180. It means these are supplementary angles. And thus when a transversal cut two lines such that pairs of interior angles on the same side of transversal are supplementary, the lines have to be parallel. And so let us see in the figure. So state the property that is used in each of the following statements. So here based on this figure we have to identify the properties, and first we have to identify if A parallel to B, then angle 1 equal to angle 5. We have to identify is angle 1 is equal to angle 5. So first solution, corresponding angles property is used in this above statement. It means angle 1 and angle 5. So these are corresponding angles. So if two angles are parallel, then we can say corresponding angles are equal. So angle 1 is equal to angle 5, and if angle 4 equal to angle B, then A parallel B. So what are angle 4 and angle 6? So these are alternate interior angles. So here alternate interior angles are equal, so that we can say A is parallel to B. And next one is, if angle 4 plus angle 5 equal to 180, then A parallel B. Here we can say angle 4 plus angle 5 equal to 180. It means these are in linear pair. It means supplementary angles. We can say supplementary if the angles are in interior angles are on the same side of transversal or supplementary, it means the two lines are parallel. And the next one is, find the value of x in each of the following figures if L parallel M. So here they gave two parallel lines, so we have to find the value of angles. Solution. So let us assume other angle on the line M be angle y. So by the property of corresponding angles, angle y equal to 110. So here in this diagram they gave angle y equal to 110 degrees. So let us assume angle x. So now we have to find the angle x, and now then we know that linear pair is sum of adjacent angles is 180 degrees. Then angle x plus angle y equal to 180 degrees. Then you know angle x plus angle y 110 degrees. So if we separate from 180, then we will get 70 degrees. So angle x is 70 degrees. And the next one is we have to find So in this above diagram we have to find angle x. So in this the above corresponding angles. So if L and M are corresponding angles and A is a transversal line, then the corresponding angles are equal, angle x and angle 100. So angle x equal to 100. So the next one is, in the given figure below, decide whether L is parallel to M. So the solution has to be, let us consider the two lines L and M. So let us take in parallel lines L and M. So N is the transversal line intersecting L and M. So we know that the sum of interior angles on the same side of transversal is 180 degrees. So then we have to add that 126 plus 44. Then we will get 170 degrees. But the sum of interior angles on the same side of transversal is not equal to 180. So the line is not parallel to line M. So here we didn't get 180 degrees. So here the lines are not parallel. And the next one is, so here in this diagram, so let us assume angle x with a vertically opposite angle formed due to the intersection of straight line L and transversal N. So here we can say that angle x equal to 75 degrees. Let us consider the two lines L and M and its transversal line intersecting L and M. We know that the sum of interior angles on the same side of transversal is 180 degrees. Then we know that the 75 degrees plus 75 degrees then 150 degrees. So sum of interior angles on the same side of transversal is 180 degrees. So we didn't get the answer 180 degrees. So these are not parallel lines. Thank you.